All right, ladies and gents, we are here. And what do you want to see? Whatever this is. What is that? It's a lion. Yes, it's a lion on the shoreline. The lion and the goats. It sounds like the start to a really bad joke. 3 goats and a lion were sitting on the next of a pond with no fish. Anyways, welcome. We have 8 players, 8 kings. And as always, in these community games, the goal for these 8 players is to come out on top so they can brag to their friends, their family, their future employers about how they performed here in this game. Now, the kings in this game explode, okay? So be careful where you send them. And there's only 1 king. We've done game modes where there's 3. Very big explosions. Lots of reasons to be aggressive or defensive. In the orange, playing as the Japanese, we have the Angry Hobbit. Now, there are many people who watch me who've been trying to get into my games for years, and they continually remind me of that. Angry Hobbit said, wow, this is the first time I ever tried to get in, and I got in. That was easy. People were not too pleased. Angry Hobbit playing as the Japanese here in the orange. In the blue, we have Bring Me Biscuits. Here in the stream, we have a song that was made about that one game where Bring Me Biscuits snitched. I think the title of the YouTube video is something related to snitching. Anyways, Bring Me Biscuits, pretty good Diplo player, has been somehow getting rigged in pretty frequently, playing as the Persians. In the green, we have Paul Hockey 77 playing as the Goths. In the red, we have Dale Mack playing as the Koreans. In the gray, we have Funkyton playing as the Poles. The yellow, we have Chaos Caviar playing as the Vikings. In the teal, we have Nuka Crypt, who, okay, what is this name? Clearly, Nuka will be banned from all community games. I've spent years trying to convince people my systems are fair. These people, man. And then last but not least, we have Marble King 2012. And my brain really wants Marble King to be in some, like, marble community. Okay? And that would be really cool to me. As someone who was in Age of Empires before anyone else was into it. Or not, that's not true. There were obviously other people. But, you know, I was in a very tiny community, tight-knit community. It started to blow up over the last few years. I'd like to think that there's marbles out there. Hey, Purple, are you playing with marbles right now? It's funny. Purple has just run out of sheep and said, I think I grabbed somebody else's sheep. They're here. So Purple's clearly a very nice individual and, you know, just didn't want to be greedy and steal someone else's sheep. I noticed there was a lot of infantry civs. Japanese, Celts, Vikings, Goths. I'm actually thinking, how many paladin civs do we have? Persians can go paladin? And that's it. I mean, Celts can also go paladin, but Celts don't really have best paladins ever. Most of the wood is going to be towards the center of the map. And what that leads to is the potential for walling. So let's say that Bring Me Biscuits is like, hey, Angry Hobbit, I'm very hungry. Do you have any biscuits? And Angry Hobbit says, yes, here, have all my biscuits. Maybe what would happen is they would wall together, right? So Orange would wall here, in theory. Wall out Marble King. And so we might have a 3v3 or 4v4 situation transpire here. Gray just bringing in a board. Good stuff. So yeah, we'll see. You know, generally it's a very boomy map, very eco-focused map. Because it's easy to wall, and then community games, you don't tend to see a lot of feudal age pressure, which might happen in like 1v1 or team games. Because if you start to attack people, people are going to see that, and then you're going to be the bad guy. So I would say just be nice to everyone and boom up. I think that's probably part of the reason why people like community games is because it's a little more relaxed at the start. But obviously you have the stress of thousands of people watching you, and then, you know, the potential ridicule online. So not that we have a lot of that, but I've heard quite a few people say they're stressed out when they play these games. Looking at the economies, we'll probably see some players distance themselves. I should probably point out Bring Me Biscuits, Nuka, and Dale as the players I recognize having been around my community the longest. That does not always mean that they are necessarily the most skilled. But again, Bring Me Biscuits went pretty deep into a recent community game. Has been around a hot minute. Dale, I would say the same, and then Nuka. Basically, the players who troll me the most, you know, with things like this, those are the players who have been around a long time. Because they've done it enough times, and I've threatened bans enough times where they know I'm just joking. So, Funkyton says, hey, Pink, how you doing? Just talking to you. And meanwhile, Angry Hobbit had just said, hey, I want to be friends, so close. And Marble said yes. So Marble King's like, dang, I'm popular. I like this. This is fun. Has anyone ever went over to someone else's base and detonated a king off the start? Okay, there was one time, Slacker Gaming, and I don't think many people here were around for it. There was one time, it was Exploding Kings, and it was on Pilgrims. And everyone, like 4 people, showed up with their kings in the same area. And this person deleted their king and killed 4 people with him. And then it was just like a 1v1v1. And it was hilarious. It was ridiculous because, like, people wait so long to try and get into a community game to just detonate your king on 4 other people just for the lulz is full-on dedication. The only reason it never saw YouTube is because I found out later that person's name was maybe not so kosher, let's just say, and I didn't want to encourage that. So sad times it didn't hit YouTube. But yeah, it did happen one time in the past. But that must have been like 3 years ago. Yeah, it's pretty stressful. If you need anything, I can help. Let me know. Okay, so this is going to make me look like a mean little caster. But I think... Well, okay, wait. Okay, red allies, everyone. Got it. I think that Funky has potentially never played a game before. Marble King has never played a game before. And then per what we heard from Orange in the Discord, Orange also hasn't played a game before. And they seem very chatty with each other. And I love how wholesome it is from Gray. Gray is like, if you need any help, just ask me. You know, very, very kind. Someone you'd want to be friends with. Now, Nuka recently tried to snipe somebody. So, like, I don't know if Nuka's really a player that can be trusted so much in the long term. Nuka also doesn't benefit from being on a side where there's names that he recognizes. Because Bring Me Biscuits and Dale, like I said, they're the more recognizable names, I would say. So, like, sometimes that'll happen where, like, oh, yeah, I know this guy. I've seen him around. Let's work with him. Hey, Orange, only you. How you doing? And then Green... Wait. Oh, my God. So, Bring Me Biscuits is, like, the diplomatic octopus and extending all the legs out to different players here. Hey, Green, how's it going? Only to you. Green responds. Hey, Orange, how you doing? Only to you. And they're just going back and forth. I guess Bring Me Biscuits won't do that with everyone because that's too much work. But Bring Me Biscuits is starting to talk to the flanks. Makes sense. Yeah, Paul Hockey doing a really good job here with his boom. Already going to the 3rd TC, not bad. Yo, Max, thank you for the stars. You've been hanging out all day. I like it. So if I had to choose one civ here, I think I would choose Koreans. As crazy as that sounds for me, you know, in 1v1s, I'm always like, oh, Koreans. I honestly think I would choose Koreans. War wagons and towers and siege onagers. Koreans probably have the most deadly death ball. Either that or Celts, which is the civilization over here for Nuka Crypt. And this is a map that produces some choke points, right? Because you tend to fight in one spot instead of needing a lot of mobility. Lots of chatter. Green says, maybe bring an orange for a nice trade route. And, okay, so Blue opens up the conversation, says, hey, Orange, me, you, and Green friends?
Yes.
Orange joined Blue and I for nice trade route. Okay, so this is actually huge because so far, these 3 are actually top score. I was not expecting someone who said it was their first community game ever to be hanging in here. But if you look at the Vil counts, 32, 34, 44. Like, that team's solid. Paul Hockey says, just noticed who you are, Blue. Now I can't get the song out of my head. Yeah, so Bring Me Biscuits has a reputation for snitching, even if people haven't actually seen the game. Because there's a remix we play on stream where it's like, Bring Me Biscuits. Immediately snitches. Yeah, so it's a really good jam. I don't know if Adam's in chat. Adam is the one who made that. I don't know.
No.
But now something to think about. Now, I thought these two would be really interesting. to talk about. And we have houses here from Red, and Green doesn't like that. Green says, are you walling me out? Red says, no, I just needed some houses. Green says, well, I started walling because I saw you doing it. I don't mean it as a sign of aggression. We're cool. Nuka says, I just got woo-woo-wooed, but the T90 noticed. Yeah, totally. Woo-woo-woo-woo-woo-woo-woo-woo-woo. I think it happened there. One of the new civs with a counter archer unit would be great, I think. You mean Hindustanis? Maybe. I mean, Hindustanis, I think, will struggle a little bit in the long-term games against a lot of siege. But in 1v1s, I think they're particularly strong right now. The unique unit's called the... Don't tell me. What's it called? I can imagine it. I wanted to call it a Gurjara, which is the other civ. It's called the... Okay, you can help me now. The Ghulam, thank you. Ghulam Gurjara. My brain was close. Yeah, the Ghulam is a high Pierce armor unit. It's kind of like an Eagle Warrior. The problem, I think, for this civilization is going to be, you make Ghulams, you get wrecked by, like, Woad Raiders or champions. There's a lot of good champion civs out there. And then, you know, you think, okay, well, they have 9-range hand cannons. Yes, but a lot of these civs have good siege as well. I guess we'll see. You notice everything, like me chopping stragglers, I bet. Okay, you are chopping stragglers, but this is a good use of chopping stragglers. Because you're going to pull these villagers off the stragglers and make farms, right? This is fine. I think these people are expecting me to pay as close attention to their ecos as I would if this was like a low elo legend cast. But apparently I've let them down. Sorry, guys. These guys are probably all doing these tiny little things expecting me to notice. Most noticeable thing for me right now is that Dale went for 2 castles before 3 TCs. And you can see the difference now. Dale with 52 villagers. Paul over here, 77. You have the best boomer in the game as the Goth player. That could be dangerous. Also, a shame he does community games during working hours for those who have 9-to-5 jobs. Well, you do realize that there are people from all different time zones who follow my content, right? So, I think you just gave me an idea of where you're from, but there's no avoiding it, right? Like, if I do within a good time for one person, there might be another person where it doesn't work. I think ideally, guys, if I... Like, that's why I always try and do noon my time to about 7 p.m., right? Because I'd say the only time zone where it gets really tough there is probably, like, the Western time zone. But I do my best. Like, look, we have someone here from Australia says, good morning. What time is it for you? Like 7 a.m. on a Saturday? Angry Hobbit asking for the pop cap. Yeah, they're talking about pop cap. But overall, it's been pretty chill. Good times to chat, catch up with some people in chat, possibly. Yeah, so we have Australian, we have Sweden watching, we have someone from the UK watching, we probably have some people in the US, in Canada, I'm going to guess Latin America, possibly. Yeah, it's tricky. I wish, like, if I was a robot and I could just push myself to do, like, 12 hours every Friday, you know, maybe it would be a little better for some of you. Yeah, see? 3 a.m. in India? Exactly. Sorry, let me make a gate, says Teal. Yeah, I noticed that Teal made these walls. And a moment ago, we saw Green talking to Red about this. This does not tell your ally that you want to be allies long-term or that you trust them. And sure, there might be that fear, like, okay, this person is very strong, I don't want to die. But I think you should probably not wall out certain people. We'll see. Yeah, it's like a decent mix because, like, earlier in the day is a little better. For me, I'm in the Eastern time zone, for those that don't know. It's a little better for those that are in Europe, right? Because it's like 5 or 6 p.m. when I start. They get a couple hours. Then they start to get sleepy, start to fall asleep. Then you have some people, you know, getting off work and whatnot from other time zones. And then you have people eventually waking up early across the world. Is Gray about to attack you? His walls are freaking me out a bit. And red just says meh. Now, I've noticed that Dale does not like to play the individual chat game. Like, just meh. And that goes to everyone. That I don't love that. Shall we push towards red first, says blue. I want to say I kind of called that. But I did notice that green was chatting about this side. Angry Hobbit says, who are you asking? And this early question mark. And now green is again asking of red. I feel like this is red's time for redemption. Red needs to say something that makes green happy. Are you friends with Gray? And red hasn't said anything yet. Green says, maybe. I might have him convinced Gray is evil. Yeah, so he's trying to find out. And that would be good for red. That would be a good deal. Like, what I think you should say is, I'm not sure. Who are you teamed with? We'd be valuable to each other. Like, there's clear communication versus these guys. And this is decent from Dale. He says, I've allied everyone, but would prefer, which is just a very bougie way of saying prefer, to push round Gray's side. Yeah, red is going to attack Gray. So I don't know if Paul really wants to be with red long term, but, you know, for now, things will work out there. And that should probably bring us back to the lack of conversation from Gray. It's not easy to chat with everybody, but I remember Gray was talking, I think, to purple, which is weird because there's two players between them. And I'm a little concerned about Marble King. I'm really hoping, because I think Marble King is the weakest player here. I'm hoping no one will kill Marble King. Because there have been games where, you know, the weaker players just get killed off for space. I think what's good for Marble King, as far as that's concerned, is that these players in this area are going to trade corner to corner, and purple will not be in the middle of it. Like, if orange wanted to trade down to teal, for example, teal and orange would then say, okay, let's kill purple. But everyone seems to be trading away from purple, which is potentially what's going to keep purple in this game right now. Okay, purple makes it to imp? What? Fast imp with 50 vills. All right. Great. Talking to teal and talking to yellow. So how we feeling? Gotta think poles could be dangerous. I'm not sure about archery ranges with poles, but they could be dangerous. Teal says purple seems weak, so I'm not worried there. All right, so this is 3 players who are just going to let purple exist, combined with 3 players who are kind of just going to let purple exist. Oh, Marble King. Yeah, the water will be interesting. I mean, you could, in theory, survive forever if you were to make 200 or 199 ships and then have your king in a transport out here. Let's see. How often are there community games with non-Pilgrim Nomad starts? Not too frequently. I mean, we've done regular Nomad, but I generally prefer the faster start. I think we did Land Nomad as well, right? So, like, no regular Nomad and Land Nomad would be what we would do apart from that. Oh, man. Dale is going to be the one. Ooh, this is interesting. This normally doesn't happen quite like this. Okay. Should we invite red as well? He seems paranoid, so could make it an easy 4. Now, green got there first. Red does look like he's going to attack gray, though. So let's see if gray tries to get red in on this. Marble King is only 10 years old. Leave him alone. New generation there. Really? Is that the case? Did Marble King say that in the Discord? Oh, 2012, actually. That might be why you're saying that. I didn't think about that till now. It could be the case. Also, I used to love to play marbles when I was a kid. No dissing marbles. Also, the marble, I don't know what the YouTube channel is, but there's a YouTube marble race channel. That thing's pretty cool. You can snipe Gray's king really easily. It's at the front of his town, says green. Oh, man. I think it would be a mistake for red to go against green. So I think red just kind of has to prep to go against gray. Are you and blue cool your side, says red. Green says yeah. And Nuka says us equals teal, yellow, and gray. Yes, that's what I'm getting. AoE's future depends on these little fellers. I think that's awesome. I think it's awesome. I mean, per my YouTube analytics, there's not a lot of people under the age of 17 who watch. But there are people under the age of 17 who watch. About as many people who are over the age of 65. It's like 2% or something. How is purple doing? And orange. Okay, so I feel like if I had to guess how this whole game is going to develop right now, you ready? Red is going to be a pawn for green and blue. Red will eventually, I mean, he's going to make progress and then eventually get backstabbed. Orange is going to eventually get killed off by green and blue. The game is going to end with Bring Me Biscuits and Paul Hockey being the final two, and they eventually strike up some type of deal. Actually, I take that back. Persians should get wrecked there. I think Paul Hockey wins the game. That is my fast-forward thinking. I hope I'm wrong on that. Over 65 folk watch this? Yeah. It's probably, honestly, you know what that percentage is? It's probably like my parents and then all the people that they show. Now, I mean, I don't know, like 2% of 2 million views a month is a lot. But yeah, like I said, the bulk of my audience is like from, I typically say like age of 20 to 42 or something. It's like 93.7%. We have people who watch streams who are like 50, 55 or something like that, if you could believe them, so. All right. Feeling like a noob seeing y'all's bases, says Marble King. Aw, but the good news is they're not trading through your base, so you can kind of be on your own over here. I always suggest, if you want to play community games, play community games. If you don't win, guess what? There's going to be a talking point, right? We get to speculate on your age and if you like marbles, and also, whoever kills you is going to be seen as a bully. Karma is very real in Age of Empires 2 Diplo games. And look at Biscuits. Says, you're doing great, perp. Smiley face. I'm the same age as T90. If he casts when he is 65, then I'll be watching at 65. Yeah, so that's what's funny. So I brought this up the other day. If I were to do this for another 40 years, I'm very curious on if new people would come in, right? Because, like, the bulk of us remember this from when we were younger. Now, I guess it's on us to pass it along to our families or, like, your offspring, right? It's up to you guys who have kids to raise the next generation. But, you know, like, my analytics every decade might just show that everyone who watches gets older. Because I don't, like, really expect... I don't know what to expect, dude. I have no clue. I mean, I also don't expect to be doing this 40 years from now, to be honest. At least not the same frequency, but... I've thought about that before. Red has a lot of war wagons, dang. Grace is correct. He said he's going gray. Okay. If I were red, I would say, are you going to back me up? Because green is not preparing to work with red, as far as I can see. It just feels like it's going to be a 1v1. And then if red goes in against all these Cavalier, I don't think he'll do that well. Polish Cavalier are very cheap. And with this economy, Gray could probably make them endlessly. Gray needs more than 4 stables, but Gray's working on it. So yeah, I mean, I would just say, are you going to send Halbs? Like, send something with me here. Green says, going to mine purple gold. He doesn't seem to be using it. Ooh, that's sneaky. Purple seems awfully nice, but it's a little greedy. I mean, I'm pretty sure with all your markets producing trade cards, you could just get that amount of gold and more by not taking purple's gold. I don't know, Paul. Paul says, only risk is that the viewers get mad at me for it. Yeah, I mean, it's a little sleazy. It's a little sleazy. You don't need that right now. What's your stockpile? All right, greedy McGreed face. Look at this. Oh my God, he's such a tryhard. Oh my God, look at that. He just bought stone, guys. The price of stone is probably getting really high. He used all that gold to buy stone. Okay, red deleted villagers. Green commented on it. Red said they were getting old. For trade card speed. Oh, I guess that's Gray talking to Teal, and Teal forgot that upgrade. Nuka, you've been around my community for how many years and you don't remember that thing? Come on, man. Come on. Maybe if you stopped making jokes about things being rigged, you'd be able to focus on the basics. Okay. Again, my concern is, so, you know, traditionally Cavalier are pretty expensive, right? But if it's 55 Cavalier versus 55 wagons, the Cavalier would still win, I think. I believe so. Yeah. I think they would. But with Polish Cavalier, there's a 60% discount on them. And with this economy, I mean, I imagine his resources are loaded. Yeah, he could make hundreds. And if Gray were to have, you know, 20, 25 stables, it'd be impossible to stop. Unless you had Halberdier. So what I would say is, hey, Green, how about you back me up with Halbs? Because Goth Infantry is really cheap and produces really fast. So I would, if I were red, I would not make a move against Gray unless I had support. And I think this is what red is saying. Does not seeing any reinforcements being made, guys. Yeah, so I think it's even gone one step further now. I think red's like, are you just going to kill me when I attack him? I'm Goths. My arms appear whenever I want it to. Okay. Plus, we think you'd be a huge help because you have a special trade building. Oh, wait. Are they trying to talk to Purple? Are they convincing Purple to come over here? And that's actually true. The Hindustanis have this new trade building. I don't know why the devs thought it was a good idea to give this civ like 6 new bonuses and not spread it around to some of the others. But as of now, I actually think they should maybe tweak it to another civ. The Hindustanis have a building, and I think it's like a Caravanta. I forget the name exactly. But if you make it in the trade, it makes the trade faster. And that's actually it right there. The Caravanserai. Okay, hold on. I got this. Caravanserai. No. Maybe. I don't know. It's like caravan and janissary combined. That's how I simplify it in my mind. Good question. I have actually never seen it attempted in Diplo games. Who bought stone? Says Dale. I wonder. Actually, green hasn't castled that much. Oh, man. I appreciate what Dale's doing here because it's such an all-in killer play. It would look epic if you surprise someone. And Paul says, look at this. He eliminates his chat from everyone. He says, to T90, I bought all the stone to ruin the prices later. It's going to happen soon here, guys. And I'm just not short. 34 wagons. Caravanserai. Caravanserai. I give up already. But anyways, we'll see what red can do. T90, prob's getting antsy. We should attack someone. Red, you attacking soon? Honestly, Paul. Paul is like being way too smart. Like, I feel bad for Dale because what Dale should do, he says, I'm going to need help. Yes. What Dale should do is he should not engage unless he has support. You do not engage alone here because then you'll have the full force of the other team against you. Also, talk about castles. It looks like Gray's not the, or Green's not the only one who's been buying stone. Red, you attacking Gray? Red says yes, and now Bring Me Biscuit says, okay, on my way with Paladins, and this is more like it. Will do, 1 sec. Army will be going through your town. That okay. And says blue and orange, you guys want to hit perp while I hit gray. No, 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 no. Listen, just because you took his gold without him complaining doesn't mean you can hit purple. Purple does not need to die. There's no... Purple's existence does nothing to hurt you. In fact, I don't even think purple has a clue of what the plan is. Purple's like prepping to deal with teal, maybe, who, by the way, has tons of siege. Green, where are those vills going? Aha, green is trying to sneak villagers this way. Look at what teal just did. Teal just locked the gate. Did purple not satiate your thirst? Nuka calling him out. And that's publicly as well. Obviously, locking the gate really hurts purple's trade. Purple can't trade now. And Paul says, that is not your town. This is neutral. You guys who are trying to help me with pronunciation, you guys are just the nicest people ever. What I will need to happen for me is I will need to hear someone else say it right, and then I'll be fine. Wow, locked gate? So inhospitable. Chaos hasn't talked in a while. He says the Berserker gang needs to gang and Berserk. Honestly, if they have full Berserks on this side, they will own. Oh, that's so strong. Berserks are really good against Paladin if you get all their upgrades. And I don't think they're that bad against wagons either. Oh, man. Where are they going? Okay, they're not quite ready yet. Oh, good question about the trade carts. Yeah, it looks like the trade gets faster for the allies. That's really cool. Purple would have to make a bunch of them, though. I think purple's going to have some bigger problems, maybe. Okay, so they're about to start. Let me look at military populations. I'll hold the top 3 here. Again, my concern for gray is the stables are not in queue. So, while they are cheap, you do need to queue them up. And Polish Cav, guys, look at how many bomber cannons. Polish Cav is cheaper, but it's weaker. You don't get the final armor upgrade, and you... Oh, my God. And you also do not get Paladin. Okay, so the Halbs need to be here. Paladins would be good as well. Oh, my God. Bring Me Biscuits is going to turn on red. Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. Are you kidding me? Where's the king? The king is actually over here. It's a bait. It's a bait. Is green going to turn as well? So Biscuits immediately... He doesn't snitch this time. He immediately turns. Oh, I would be so annoyed if I were red. But green's not really in on this. Green is actually trying to support red. And again, I think Berserks are going to be the ticket here. I really think Berserks, kind of on their own, can fight everything that's coming this way. And, you know, if you think of Dale, Dale's getting all the attack signals from this and has to save the force. And now he realizes, since his blue is a traitor. Oh, my God. I feel so bad for Dale. This is so sleazy. Paul says, where is Red King? So Paul's not even that convinced. You know what? You know what I will say, though? I think this is going to bite Paul and Biscuits in the ass later. I really think it'll hurt them. Because they're going to lose a lot of ground here. It's not like they're going to maintain this position. Blue says, Orange, help me. I mean, Orange could just kill Blue. Orange could just kill Blue. And imagine having Japanese and Vikings against you if you're Persians and Goths. That would be really tough. I think Persians and Goths really are going to need some heavy siege. And they're killing the Korean player who has the heavy siege. So they haven't killed him yet. Red or blue? I vote blue. And actually, we're going to see the Angry Hobbit, first community game ever apparently, go in against green. And karma exists. Blue doesn't really know what's happening. Red is almost dead. The king, unfortunately for red, might not survive this. Doesn't know where to go. Here comes orange. I still am not completely sure of orange's intentions here. Blue says no clue, still friends. Green says yes. Orange says yes. Maybe the samurai are actually coming to fight the berserks. That would be the answer to Woad Raiders. That would be the answer, I think, to the Obuk. And also the Berserk. Samurai might actually be one of the best units in this matchup. The king explodes, guys. Okay? So, all the little nasty stuff that Paul was doing, and he wasn't really that helpful with red. You know, you have to assume that he's okay with the fact that red is dying right now. And Dale is a community game veteran. He knows what this means. You want to kill me After all the work that I did for the team, after everything that I tried for you, is that really what you want to do? Okay, have fun. By the way, Marble King... Is there army over here for Marble King? I don't know. Marble King is ready to join the battle. Can't quite make it there, but we'll be there eventually. Let's see what we have here. We are still friends, right? All biscuits are welcome. Angry Hobbit says, yeah, we're good. Just keep an eye on light blue. Okay, so Dale is trying to decide on where to go. Now, if Dale has a castle, Dale could research treason. I think Biscuits sees this. The Paladins are over here. And Dale wants to get Biscuits because Biscuits was the one who made the turn. And, okay, the king is close enough now where this could potentially be a problem for Bring Me Biscuits. Now, we have these animations that go off when a king's about to explode. The king is here, which is in range. Biscuit says, I got him, rip. Biscuits, you remember this is Exploding Kings, right? Just making sure, because sometimes we don't do Exploding Kings and people get very confused. Holy crap! That is way bigger than I remember. Biscuit says, well played, Red. And there will now be another boom. That was crazy, man. I don't think... Oh, man, there's a slight chance that Orange gets hit, but I don't think Orange will actually get hit. Man, that must feel good for Dale. And there's the next explosion. And Green forgot about that. Apparently, Biscuits did as well. And so now 2 people are out. That's the thing about Exploding Kings. If you really tick somebody off, if you betray someone, they have the potential to do that. Orange has no clue what happened, and Green is now explaining it. And, wait, Purple. Purple is being attacked by Orange. I don't think Purple is trying to backstab here. I think Angry Hobbit is very paranoid. It's a paranoid Hobbit. Dale says, I got my revenge. You did. Orange just passing. Yes! I love it. Oh, every time I see just passing used, it just warms the heart, you know? And I think Purple was legitimately just passing. Sometimes people will say that because of the memes, you know, the blue coffee thing, but... Orange is like, okay, I'll ally you again. Where are you going? Paul says this is a little less great now. Yeah, exactly. Because you're on your own. But, you know, we'll see if Yellow gets more Berserks out. Because Berserks should be the ticket here. Green does have a lot of army now. Very well played, Dale, because I don't see how that game going well for you there. It just felt like Blue and Green would just wanted you to do all the work. I thought you were going for Green originally, but obviously it was... Oh, well, Nuka made it through here. Nuka could go for the king. Yeah, there's too many castles, I guess. Geared up for a push against Green, says Chaos. I absolutely love the coordination. Like, Teal, Yellow, and Gray, I thought were the weaker players, but they just continue to work together here. And Purple did not respond to the question of where are you going. And where is Purple right now? Oh, Purple's going this way now. Oh my god, look at this, guys. Teal is cutting through the middle with way too many siege onagers. Whoa, that's cool. I like that. It's a big old cut. You only need 1 onager to accomplish this, by the way. Cavalier. Elite Olbuch. And then also the Elite Berserk. Gots will struggle here. This is before you talk about the Celt Woad Raiders. This is before you talk about the Celt Siege. Perp, you want to join Orange and I. Says the player who stole Purple's gold earlier. Ooh, I think... Does Orange see this? Yep, Orange sees this because he's allied with Teal. Remember, Orange has been an interesting one because Orange hasn't really, like, made a choice to attack anybody. And Green says, oh, I hear it. So Green can't see that, but can hear it. You can actually hear it through the fog of war. What do you guys think about that? Do you like it because it's realistic, or do you think that that's an issue? I have actually said that I think that you can hear it from too far away. You shouldn't be able to hear it from, like, 1/8 of the map away, which is currently the case. But it is pretty interesting when you're spectating it. Listen. Oh, well, now you can see it. All right. Paladin. Celt Paladin. Paladin, Woad Raiders, Berserks, and Obuk. It's just the goth nightmare over here. And Orange is here to help. Somewhere. Where is Orange right now? Oh, Orange is here. But Orange is not actually helping for some reason. Goth. The strength of Goths is that their units are cheap and they spam very quickly, but not very strong. And the castles are just going to go down to the siege onagers. Also, love how Nuka left a wood line here, so it's very difficult. In fact, it's impossible for green to get in. Okay, well, now green can get in. Purple has walked the whole way around to help. Purple just wants to help. And here comes Purple. It's taken some time. Imperial camels and hand cannons. Let's go. 9-range hand cannons. I like it. Gray's King is safe in the corner. He's been moving it around, but it's good for now. I don't know why Orange went this way. Maybe there was some... I guess there was an attack of the trade that Green ended up dealing with. I'm not a fan of the fact that Nuka opened this up. And I mentioned earlier about making so many. Or sending so many this way. Nuka, I hope you can kill those, because... Okay, what? Champion? Okay, that works. Here we have the Paladins coming in. Well... You know what would be epic, guys? Just if Green, what's up? No. Maybe Green's been... Oh, yeah, Green was talking to Purple earlier. You know, Purple is you know, a little bit less experienced, so it would make sense that Purple wouldn't be able to balance the chat. Okay, don't kill your own Paladins here. Oh, God. Okay, this'll work. Nuka, you're gonna nuke your own Paladins. If Green just keeps luring the Paladins into the death trap. Oh, God. Hey, back up. Oh, God. Okay, all right. I mean, it's still kind of fine. Just don't ever move forward. Hey, Purple, I think the others will turn on you first after us since we're the weaks. They're weak stone in their eyes. Maybe group with us and go for a king snipe. Okay, I'm loving this. I wanted to see someone really try and chat up Purple. Because I think Purple will do it.
Yes.
Okay. There's a bit of a chat bug. By the way, Samurai completely shred Berserk. So it's crazy how the infantry food chain goes. Green says, I've got a massive army living in my trees. And Gray says, Pink, I'm coming to your base to attack Orange from the other side. So yeah, like, we're not really seeing Purple do much in the way of chatter right now. But this is a stressful time to be in here, and life is tough. Love the trade buildings, though. That's probably what Purple's been working on. The trade's super efficient over here. They're trying to get us to just finish as a team, but I see the advantages with helping y'all. I'm due. Like Mountain Dew? Not sure exactly what that means. I'm on my way. Oh, sick attack grounds. This is what I meant earlier about how Koreans and Celts could dominate with the siege. Oh, God. That one bomber cannon is going to ruin the day, though. Oh, it's so clunky. Well, I guess the Woad Raiders could maybe kill that bomber cannon, but, get it. I don't know about this. Nuka's just having fun, though. Let's be honest. Nuka's just having a good time. Says, let's take out castles with siege onagers. How many times can you do that? How about just chopping a few trees near your... Boom! Boom! Okay, he's going to lose all the siege onagers now. Not really worth it. But it was worth it for the highlight. Let's go. Look at this. Gray's taking out the markets. The North is going to struggle when it comes to trade. Yeah, I used to love Mountain Dew. I'm sure I still would love it. I just don't. I try and avoid soda as much as possible, but oh, Mountain Dew is fantastic. Teal has king and tower that will eject into castle. Oh, wow. So purple is actually thinking of working against these guys. Teal says, nice job hitting trade. I'll signal where I'm going to tell them I'm going to loop around to fight orange and get Teal en route. Okay, so purple is talking to, in my opinion, the wrong team, but purple might believe the statement from orange that teal and yellow and gray will eventually kill him. So I kind of understand. But it makes it interesting that, you know, Marble King here is going to work with the team that I think is dying right now. Like, I think they're going to die pretty badly. Now, the military count for green and the spam of it all is going to, you know, hold them for a while. But at the end of the day, if the Japanese player isn't here, it's a problem. Orange says, hold on, I'm going to try and snipe from this way. Signal again, purple. Okay, so this will shake things up. Orange is going to make a move. Purple could potentially say, hey, like, orange is coming your direction to Nuka right now. Yeah, I expect the Goth player. Let me look at the stockpile. Okay, you know what? Green can stay alive for so long because look at the barracks. Being Goths with 30 barracks and having 20,000 food and 20,000 gold, it doesn't matter how bad the KD is. You could probably hold on if the enemy production is this far away. Here's purple. Purple's looping back now. Okay, here comes the samurai, and I believe that Nuka has noticed this. Actually, a really bad spot to be if scorpions are out. And now Gray notices it, and I do not see how... Actually, samurai destroy castles really quickly. It's possible here. Now, the king is in the tower there. They're not heavy scorpions either. Green is asking for a snipe update. Samurai are fantastic against other forms of infantry. In fact, I don't think there's another form of infantry that's quite as good as samurai, if we're talking infantry v infantry. I guess maybe a Teutonic Knight. Oh, man. I wish Orange would have at least finished the castle. That's a 78 HP. That could be repaired. Remember, Samurai have a bonus against other unique units. It's a very unique bonus. Purple's making the move. Purple's going for it. Finishes off the castle. No way. No way. The gunmen are here. Purple. Shoot the tower. I'm sure Purple's heart is beating a mile a minute. This is the last thing that Teal expected. Teal sees it now. Shooting the tower. The king's going to pop out. Will the king die, though, or will it make it away? Oh, there it goes! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is not going to be good for Purple. Oh, I respect the attempt, but they are not happy. They are not happy at all. The king will survive, and I think Purple is... Well, first off, Purple's going to probably lose all the trade if there's any... Yeah, like here, Purple should lose trade now. And these buildings are actually... Oh, how does that work in a Diplo game? I'm actually curious about that. Does the trade speed still be fast? Or does... Sorry, let me reword that. Is the trade still fast if he turns on you now? Did you get the king? Obviously, Purple did not. Nuka just says, Purple, I'm disappointed. And, well... I guess on the bright side, you are making imp camels and hand cannons, which is probably your best units if you're Hindustanis. But you just made him angry. Now, what's good is Nuka can focus on the other side. Marble King says, thought I'd give a snip a try. Missed the king by a second. I love the spirit. I love how much fun you can tell they're having with these words, so... Trade speed does not still be fast. It doesn't look as fast now. But it's weird because it's faster for Purple, but I guess it's not as fast for Teal. Yeah, like Teal doesn't speed up. It's interesting how in a Diplo game that actually applies. Usually a lot of these bonuses don't apply. I can't help versus Teal because that's all my trade, but I like the effort. Oh, that's so cute, man. Gray sends a little message that says, hey, well played. I can't actually fight Teal with you. Teal's my boy. I need the trade there, but well played. I like that. Honestly, Purple's army production is pretty insane. Also, does Nuka not know that Celts get heavy Scorpion? Because these Scorpions are regular Castle Age Scorpions here. Also, this is the most old man thing ever, but I just moved my ankle underneath my desk and it cracked and it really hurt. Like, I'm actually concerned now. I barely moved it. I'm not even 30 yet. What's happening? You okay, Yellow? I think Yellow's fine. Yeah, Yellow's fine. I think Gray's fine as well. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, Teal's made it through. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's a lot of Paladins. Oh, and Gray is here as well. Gray just complimented Purple. And the King stands and says, just finish me off. The revenge was swift. And, well, Purple, you tried, right? It would have been an epic play. I have to say, I've seen a lot of people in their first community game be passive and not want to do anything. And you went for it. You gave it a shot. I appreciate that. Oh, there's a bomb. I forgot there's a bomb. Oh, yeah, Green says watch out for bomb. Everyone needs to evacuate here. And, okay. There's the explosion. Say goodbye to Purple's base. GG's in chat for Purple, though. That was a good game. It's been an interesting one so far. Look at this, though. Gray has made it towards the trade. And not just Gray, also Yellow. So a lot of the trade has gone down. If all the markets go down, the trade will stop. All the blinking you're seeing is actually the Purple buildings. And actually, if Purple was still allied with anyone, they should probably stop attacking these buildings, because you'd benefit. How does that work? If they're allied with you, but you're enemied with them, does your trade still move faster? Because I don't think Purple had a chance. It's hard for me to tell now. I don't know if Purple had a chance to really turn there. Maybe it did happen, though. Okay, so we have 5 players remaining. I'll check stockpiles again. And the stockpiles are pretty insane for everybody. So this could be a really long game. However, we have what I consider to be a pretty clear 3v2. And now they don't have to worry about getting hit on this side. So now they could just funnel everything to the middle. Or everything on the right side. I guess what is hurting right now is that Yellow's castles are all at home. So maybe it'd be wiser for Yellow to just go champions. Because the Berserks are great, but then the production speed's so fast from Goths. This is Marble King. Thanks for letting me join this game. You're welcome. Glad you can make it in. Yellow says teching Arbalest. Yeah, so we have like these random sneaks from Nuka through the middle. Which I don't think is a bad idea. I'll make some siege workshops for Scorpions. How about you get heavy Scorpion? Has there been a patch that removed that? I don't know. Obviously, great unit against Japanese and Goths. And, oh, this could be satisfying. Here comes Orange. Ooh, does Teal see that? Nope. These are patrolled, though. I know they're not heavy Scorpions. Oh, boy. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, jeez. Trying again for Snipes is Orange. Oh, now they're heavy Scorpions, so now they'll melt. And yeah, that Snipe's not going to work out too well. And what do you do to like take out that many Scorpions? So the Paladins are going to be knocking on the door over here. On this side, we will have the continuous fight of Berserk and Olbuk against the champions. Again, the big thing here is Goths have infantry that's extremely cheap. And Green has done a great job using all the barracks. Goths are tricky here, but I think if they could have... it's tricky. Poles don't get hand cannon, right? Actually, I would like to see this fight again. I haven't been able to pay attention to how good Olbuk do here. Seems like they do incredibly good. It's weird, though, because you're stripping away armor from a save that already kind of lacks some armor, so I don't know. Orange says, not sure what our win condition is here. And Green says, yeah, Diplo. You can try to recruit Teal, go for Gray. Okay, so I like the recognition that they would need to use Diplo, because that is completely true. There's no way they could possibly do anything. But they've already angered both sides so much. Teal, can you occupy orange to keep the samurai busy while yellow and I push green? And Teal's already doing that. I mean, that's already happening. I like the towers here from orange. I think it's a good move. Also kind of funny how purple was trying to benefit the others trade over here as well. Oh, yeah, Marble is answering the... Okay, Marble is 23. Okay, we were thinking that there's a chance that you were 10 years old because of your... the 2012 in your name. Oh, man. More satisfying siege onager shots. Could watch that all day. And I like Nuka's insistence on making the Paladins the fastest unit you have. Highest HP unit you can run around with, so just keep going for it. And if you have the trade, you should be able to make more Paladin as well. Here they go. It worked against Indians, which can make Imperial Camels, so why couldn't it work against Japanese, who have fantastic infantry? Well, that's why. It's because it's that good. Look at this. Look at this. Do you see that? Excuse me, let me just remove the king notifications for a second. Gray, you're the easiest target. As soon as we die, they'll kill you. Want to join us? No, Green, I don't want to join you. Publicly. Stop whispering sweet nothings to me. I am devoted to my team. I like it from Gray. I like it from Gray. It's good stuff. And again, it was kind of back to what I had said. I think that they caused so many problems already, it's really hard to come back. Why not give yourself a chance? It's more scorpions needed. Now, Huskarls, they're still infantry, but they do much better against scorpions than champions do. So mixing in elite Huskarl is a very smart move here. Paul just keeps chirping here. Paul's just trying to wear them down. Like, are they willing to die for you? I mean, I'm pretty sure they are. This is war after all. Many men are dying out here. Again, I think it's going to be tough to kill Goths because of their production speed. You need to have your own production forward. That's the key here. You know what I think they should do? This is what I think green and orange should do. You should just rely on walls and towers here. For, I don't know, like, you know, as long as you can manage. And then send all your new units on this side. That way you have like a quick 2v2, because I think they can win it if it's a 2v2. But if it's just green, he's not going to make full progress. But again, you know, look at this. Yeah, also not having chemistry really doesn't help the siege here. Now, did you guys know that back in the day, and when I say back in the day, not that long ago, I don't know, like 2018? Probably 2018. If you research chemistry for your siege, your onagers actually, the projectiles flew slower. So it was actually kind of a downside to research chemistry with Celt onagers in the past, because the projectiles wouldn't hit their target as fast. It was one of those things, it's like, it was just an accepted bug that we had. Yeah, but I would say if you're yellow, make champions. And stick with champions, because Viking champions still have more HP and they have more upgrades than Goths. I think that Goth, Japanese, the more I watch this, I honestly think green and orange could win this 2v2. I just don't know if they can win this 2v3. Why are you so loyal to them? A Vikings player isn't really that useful in late game anyway. Already missed his power spike. And now Nuka says he's perfect for us. So, the only player that's left to try and convince would probably be yellow. Oh, wait! Wait, green is already talking to yellow. Yellow, what's your win condition? Your highest score. When they kill me, you're next. The two of us together have a much better chance against everyone else. And look at, yellow's considering it. He says, sneaky. That is not a no. So gray is like, we're a perfect team. Teal is like, I'm in love. Don't try and change me. And yellow's like, you know what? I think I could do better. I think I could maybe do better over here. Oh, man. FYI, green, I have a little trade going on in my corner. Not super efficient, but it's protected. Okay. Good to know. I think, okay, guys, listen, I need to warn you. You know when you watch like a TV show and it's like warning graphic content? I'm about to zoom in on something, and it's going to give some of you a lot of anxiety, and it's going to make others really happy. You ready? What side are you on? I think I'm on the anxiety side, honestly. Oh, man, that looks terrifying. Oh, jeez. This unit, though. People either hate it or they love it, depending on what side you're on, obviously. And green realizes there's a chance with yellow, so keeps chatting. Who do you think they'll kill next? Once we're gone, who would you attack in their shoes? Ooh, making them think. Making them think about it. Okay, 2 groups of Huskarls. Okay, heavy Scorpions. Again, Huskarls do a much better job against Scorpions than Champions do. But at the end of the day, Obuk and Paladins do a much better job against the Huskarls than they would Champion. And Gray ready to go for the kill with a lot of siege here. Wow. Viking player probably the weakest based on Civ, so easiest kill. But that could turn a 2v1. I would guess Teal and Gray will both try and have yellow turn on the other with them. All right, this is a good attempt, but at least Gray and Teal are not fighting. I'm waiting. Like, look at yellow and how he's playing this right now. Yellow's definitely in this to try and win. And yellow's not really assisting the team as much. That said, progress is being made. I appreciate what orange and green are trying to do. And actually, the food count for Paul is extremely low. But actually, orange could send 30k food. What? Wait, what? Green says, I think I'm dead here. I'm out of food. Orange has 60,000 food. And orange just says, it's been an honor. Green says, yeah, it's been a great game. It was such a great fight. If only we could have done something more. Orange, are you just cutting your losses? I guess so. 64,000 food and you can't spare anything? I mean, we'll see if that works out for orange, but I feel like no one wants to work with orange. So that is slightly questionable, to say the least. Yeah, and maybe orange didn't think about it. That's very true. That's very true. I don't think orange was being mean, by the way. It didn't strike me as like the... finally, let's get this guy out of here. It was certainly the first thing that came to my mind. I mean, green is probably going to be able to buy food. I'm guessing if we look at the history here. Yeah, see this? Yeah, so green used the gold stockpile to buy food to get more waves going. But you know what affected green and orange so negatively is the fact that they decided to cancel red out of their plans. Dale detonating his king and taking out biscuits was huge for this game. Orange stole the little guy's gold. They all saw it. Yeah, well, it actually wasn't orange. It was purple. Or no, it wasn't. Purple was the little guy. It was green. Are we in agreement that orange is after green? Nukas is 100%. He's annoying the hell out of me. And then Chaos says, aye. Okay. I like that because oftentimes this is when people start to think about what's next. So having that conversation now is very smart. Green says, going to make a desperate attempt. I know this next message is to you. I would send the king. That's what you do. You send the king. You don't send units. You pull what Dale pulled earlier. When you know the writing's on the wall, you send the king. If I snipe orange, will you snipe yellow? Oh, wait a second. This is green saying this to teal. Huh. What? How does that benefit? I guess green just wants to see the world burn. You know? Okay, now orange is sending some food over to Paul. It's not a bad move. Also didn't research coinage. and paid 4,500 food and tax. Frickin' taxes, man. If only we could research coinage and banking in real life. You know what I mean? Okay, so that allows green to survive a little bit longer. And the halbs just instantly arrive. At green, no. I will not snipe yellow if you snipe orange. Yes! Yes, 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 yes. He says, orange, do you see what's happening? Green working against you. And now Angry Hobbit's like, hey, can I get a refund? He's calling his bank. He's like, hey, excuse me, how soon after I make a transaction of food can I cancel it? Oh, I can't cancel it. Okay, I'm switching banks. BFFs for life, Green. Something you wouldn't understand. Nuka's taking this personally. Because not only has Green tried to get Nuka to betray Yellow and Gray, now Green is betraying his own ally. He's like, have you no morals? And now Orange is speaking publicly because he's like, I can't speak to my friend anymore. Who do you guys think will kill the others first? He's still trying to get the others to, turn here. That team is frustratingly loyal, says Paul. I mean, I love the chat on both sides. I love the attempts from Paul and from Angry Hobbit. They realized 15, 20 minutes ago their only win condition was Diplo. And so they're trying what they can, but they also respect it, you know? Okay. Angry Hobbit says this 3v2 is going to take a while. I'm not so convinced. I think green is at the limit here. Green is 50 vills. Yeah, green is at the limit. And there's no, I mean, it might take a while to... Okay, it might take some time to finish it off, but still, I mean, there's just no way they win. They have no trade. Or they don't have good trade. I think they used to have some trade over here. So they're all loyal. I don't know. I honestly didn't declare on anyone first, so I will continue that. So now they're all just airing their dirty laundry. Angry Hobbit really trying. And you're just okay with that? Just gonna help them make it an unfair fight? Whoever is gonna die first after us, right now, you're just a... Wow, man. I think Angry Hobbit is like... I think Angry Hobbit is starting to believe the words here. I mean, there's some emotion in this. Trying to end your own existence. Okay, thank you for clarifying, because we're all children here. We can't have whatever you tried to say. Especially considering the average age of viewers and players for Age of Empires is well beyond age of 18 or whatever. Nuka says, have you seen Three Kings die in a transport before? So basically, like, Nuka's like, listen, we don't give a crap. We're going to kill you. It actually censored a valid word. Normally, it only censors random stuff. Where's Yellow's production right now? What's Yellow's plan? I'm not seeing much. I guess they're chatting a lot. What's Yellow's army count? 63. I'm not liking that, Yellow. Where's the production from the front? Is it there? Oh, it is there. What's the economy count look like for you? That explains it. Very high on the eco front. What does the stockpile look like? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, so at this point, guys, if you have 45,000 food, you probably could delete 20 farmers here and get a bit more in the way of pop space. Same with some of your lumberjacks, too. And that's going to help Yellow get more army. You know, green stockpile is like, he's still, I think, buying some food here. And doesn't have any on wood. So it might not look like it right now, but green will be dead before you know it. Oh, that's true. He might have said something like, you guys are going to kill yourselves, and it bleeped it out. Okay, that's fair, I guess. I'm the Goths. That's all I do. I don't know what we're talking about now. Oh, Orange continues to sling resources and paying tax. Oh. That's funny, though. Don't spend it all at once, and Green says, that's all I do. I'm Goths. Not a fan of Yellow trying to mix in Scorpions now. I think Scorpion's not a bad play, but let the Kelp player do that. But I am a fan of this. The Kelp player focused on the other side, which is maybe why Yellow needs to do it. And finally, we're going to see a small push here. Now, I haven't seen Nuka make Trebs in this game. I saw Nuka make Siege Onagers and take out castles with that. But I've not actually seen any Trebuchets. So I would like to see that from Nuka. And again, I think the position is so strong for the players for the 3, that they need to delete economies because their eco count is incredibly high right now for this stage of the game. 111, 130, 107. When you have that stockpile, I think you could easily be above 100 military or around 100 military and just having a little more success, particularly with the siege units. I guess, I mean, think about it. Adding 30 champions to the composition for yellow, he's got him queued, would be huge. Adding 30 paladins or 30 siege onagers would be a really big spike, but they're getting there. Siege rams would also be a great addition, yeah. But, you know, they're building up. They're slowly bleeding the others dry. There's been no attempt from green to try and add new markets here. That's a little disappointing. I feel like that's possible. Also, green is not even chopping any wood. So I think green just pretty much like, when my resources are gone, this is over for me. Also, not getting any relics. And orange just can't believe it. Orange says, wow, guys. Wait, okay, but back up a second. Was Orange's argument that it's unfair to fight 3v2? Is that what Orange was saying before? I mean, I feel like I guess Orange wasn't involved in killing Red, but I keep thinking back to that. Angry Hobbit says, I feel like one of you has to turn on the other now to give viewers something. It comes down to the viewers. That's funny. This must be killing them. So Orange is like, listen, guys, we need to make it to YouTube. That's how we change this game. You have to turn. I don't care about your alliances. You have to turn. Because otherwise, I can't tell my mom I'm on the YouTube channel. If you guys don't entertain the viewers with a betrayal, T90 might not rig you for next time. By the way, I don't rig people. And now they're trying again. Man, they've tried everything. But, I mean, the end is near. Maybe not over here because the green has 164 infantry. But the end is getting nearer because green's stockpile just continues to dwindle. Yeah, see this? If you ever played Stronghold, do you remember your stockpiles are dwindling, my liege? That's exactly what's happening to green. So it looks great. 160 army. It looks fantastic. It probably stresses everyone out. Wait 10 seconds. Or 10 minutes. Dude, Blue betrayed me at the first opportunity. 11. Biscuit says, I'm sorry, Dale, but I had to shoot my shot. Don't hate me. Yeah, the sad thing is, Biscuits, is I don't think Dale can see that because you're both dead, but you didn't change your chat settings. So you're still cutting him out. You're still cutting him out, even in death. Mistakes were bleep bleep. I'm glad you got your revenge. Okay, that's fair. To be honest, even though Biscuits was the one who turned, I kind of felt like Green Green played a very similar role in the whole thing. Because Green was just like, yeah, go ahead, Red. Do everything on your own. That's what it seemed like anyways. But again, Green's military count, 150. Green has less than 500 of every resource. The end is near. They just need to take some decent trades. Okay. Listen, Nuka. How many times have you heard me say don't trickle trap? What is this nonsense? I guess they're coming one at a time. Okay, there's more. Yeah, Paul is realizing the writing is on the wall here. And is saying the end must be near. And if the end is near for him, the end will be here soon for Angry Hobbit. He will likely lose this castle. Does kill all the paladins, but can't get anywhere near these scorpions. And it's just one fortification that will end up going down. Now we look at the military count. The military count is at 99, which means the total pop is probably at around 100 for green. Yellow kind of hiding, preparing for the inevitable. Has had this for a while. Has many towers, many with villagers inside. And one has the king. And this is what I wanted to see before from green. I think green forgot about this. But orange has reminded him. Says you could run your king into their base somehow. Green says, I think maybe. That's the play. Now, it might be too late. But the best way to do it, guys, there is a path this way. Do they have vision here? Let me just check. No, it's going to be so hard for them to know. But this would be the way to do it. Because Nuka's just running through a hole he made in the walls. Going this way is going to be really tough. Because I think middle was what they were thinking, but that's how yellow's sending the units in. But yeah, if they only had vision there, and I just don't expect that to be something they're aware of. Now, the other thing is you could do what red did, and you can hug the edge of the map. Hug the edge of the map. Yeah, and then there's walls, right? Yeah, I guess, like, you're really not going to do it. Purple's like, yeah, the blast radius is pretty crazy. Don't worry, guys. This push will work when none of the others have. Man, wrong time to sass here, Angry Hobbit. I think Hobbit is way too comfortable with the situation at hand. He's trying to maybe discourage the enemy here. But trebs are going down. The towers have gone. The towers are slowly going down. Purple doesn't understand what was bleeped. And yeah, that's just kind of a feature. And okay, so green's going to go with... Oh, I like this. With the Huskarls and with the king. If yellow were to stop funneling units this way, there's a chance. Actually, you could run around the other way, maybe. There's actually a galley there. I so want this to work. Hey, Teal making progress. I don't know why he keeps making paladins. Oh boy. Please tell me this is patrolled. Oh god. Just passing. Just passing. Okay, now gray has a galley here, which is a problem. But the Huskarls are being attacked first. Oh my god. And guys, green could potentially... Green, run back. Run back so it continues to attract... Yeah, good job. Now watch this. See that the gate's open? Yellow just set his gather point forward. Green could run underneath the gate. Move! This could be amazing. Who cares about what else is happening? Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, he doesn't want to... He wants the Huskarls in front. The king's too fat. There you go. All right, here he goes. Make my way downtown. Oh, the gates keep opening. Okay, that's bad. That's very bad. But he could... Wait, he's distracting? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Now wait for it to open. Run in. Okay, try again. There's a hole there, guys. Run in. Yes. 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 I dream about this stuff. Yes. Oh my god. Oh my word. Okay, so does he know where the kings are? Last he checked, it was over here, right? He's in. And he says GG to orange. Because he knows he's about to kill Teal. Oh, what a play. Okay. Now, there is a chance that Nuka could react to this. Nuka could see that Paul's dead. And then the reason we added these animations is so people can realize. Oh my god, he's on the move! He looked! He looked! He heard the noise and he looked! And he says, haha, green, you suicided for that. Yes, he did. Wow, what a great reaction. Goodbye to your base, though. No more paladins for you, no more Woad Raiders. Woo-wee! That was honestly great play, though, from green. Still alive, though, bud. Great play from green. I love that. Well done, everybody in this game, honestly. It's been a really good game. At this point, though... And Dale laughing even. At this point, the end is near for orange. And, I mean, I think orange's resources are probably pretty good. But they're not near as good as they were before because all that food was sent over to Paul, right? Woo! Orange, you want to try... I like how Nuka's trash talking Orange right back because Orange has been going at it. He says, okay, just Orange now. Orange, you want to try and suicide me as well? And now Orange is trying to convince the others that Teal is weak and should be killed. He's like, hey, he's weak. Think of how much of his eco is gone right now. I think this game has gone on too long for Yellow or for Gray to try and kill Teal right now. I think they will at the very least use Teal until later on. But Angry Hobbit has been... What's the KD? For a player with 587 kills and 1,240 losses. Has quite the ability to trash talk, I must say. Normally, the amount of trash talk we have seen is associated with a greater kill count. Let's put it that way. To be fair, though, when Celts have this much siege, it is very tough for Japanese. Let's do this Orange, says Gray. Wait, whoa, excuse me? What? Am I watching a different show? Have I changed channels? What? Gray is going to team with Orange? And Gray is just now turned on Yellow? What? I'm very confused. I am very confused. So now we kind of have a 2v2 instead of a 3v1. And I'll look back to the stockpiles because that's the biggest thing here. And, well, Yellow has 54,000 gold. Gray has 40,000 gold. They're fine there. It's just a matter of who's going to be able to take the best fights. What I don't like about Gray's decision to do this is that he didn't go for the king with his first attempt. But at this point, I mean, just take out the castles, I guess. Now, what sucks for Yellow is Yellow was trying to make his way to the other side. Like, there's a lot of random units in different spots. See this here? So this has really caught Yellow off guard. Wow. And the faster the castles go down, the better here for Gray, because I think the one unit you don't want Yellow to have is the Berserk. Apart from that, you can deal with everything else. So just take out those castles. Push Teal. Here's the deal. I don't think Orange really can right now. But he does have a lot of gold workers. So who knows? You never know. He's currently getting 3 gold per trip over here with this trade. The Berserks are arriving now. A look at the military now. Top 3. Yellow actually has the most. And I think Yellow's military is also very strong because Gray, for some reason, with 40,000 gold, is making Winged Hussar. I would suggest to make gold units. Cavalier would be better. And look at this. Yellow defends. Yellow's Rams have taken out most of the Trebs. Yellow's King is still standing. And whether it was for viewer entertainment or what, I'm not sure, but that was not a good move for Gray's future. That was not a good move for Gray's future. I think Teal is getting mad, lol. Oh, God, Orange, I don't know if you're intentionally saying that one publicly, but that's a great way to make someone mad. Is say, I think Teal's getting mad. Man really wants this to work, and it just isn't. Oh, wow, this is spicy. Okay, Orange, what are you doing, man? He just keeps upping the ante here. Calm down. Calm down. I mean, again, I'll it's like, you know, in sports when like someone starts to trash talk, you know the old thing with like scoreboard? Someone starts talking smack when they're losing and you're just like, scoreboard, bro. Just look at the score. You could probably do the same thing here, I guess. But yeah, I mean, the problem for Teal is the economy is probably suffering because of the big boom. And actually, you know what, guys? I honestly think Nuka will eventually be pushed back by Orange just because of the eco. Wow. Okay, so that's going to take forever. But it could eventually happen. And then... I guess it... I don't know who to predict will win between these guys. That's a lot of towers and castles. I guess gray could beat yellow. Wow. Gray could beat yellow, possibly. Yeah, I will say Angry Hobbit's name is definitely very, very accurate. Let's put it that way. That said, I mean, lots of paladins, lots of scorpions. If Nuka continues to just go in for the kill and takes out the towers and castles, it could work. The issue I see here is you just cannot make any more gold units if you're Nuka. So the micro has to be on point here. And so far, so good. Pulling back towards the scorpions is a great move. Arn says he's fully committed, guys. You have an opportunity. Well, they're fighting a 1v1 right now. They're fighting a 1v1. And Gray is on Teal's castle, but Teal noticed it. What if he kills Orange? What if he kills Orange here? He doesn't know. He doesn't want to. He thinks he can still do something here. He doesn't want to die. So he's looping back. He should loop back anyways, but he doesn't know. Does he see Gray's on the way? Okay, he can't make it to his castle anymore. Huh. I mean, they could dive in and kill that king, guys. I think, Nuka, if you're going to lose this, you need to make sure that you at least get... Oh my god, this is epic. You need to make sure it's as close as possible to Orange. Orange is correct that it's all about cost efficiency here. And the king has gone down for Nuka. Nuka's out of the game. Orange is laughing right now. I don't think Orange knows where the king is. Now, I think it's just out of range, but Orange is about to find out where exactly that king was. If he had run it forward, I think Orange dies here, but Orange survives. Nuka says, oh, well, a bunch of traitors. Wow. And it actually didn't hurt Orange that much. Obviously, a big explosion just happened, but he does have trade. He does still have some eco. He'll just reboom. Wow. This has had some twists and turns, my friends. And now, Orange still has the highest eco count. And remember, we talked about the Samurai. If Orange were to make Samurai, I think Vikings have some big problems. Is anyone else shocked that we made it to this point? Like, I can't believe that Orange kind of got away with it. Also, amazing game from Nuka, by the way. Because Nuka, you had amazing awareness when it came to your king snipes. Obviously, green getting in was not really your fault. It was a sneaky move. You'll have to rewatch it. But, oh my goodness. And, you know, at this point, like, I kind of feel like the players who had honor are getting killed. Like, for a while, there was karma, right? Like, green dying, I felt was karma. Biscuits dying was like some level of karma, just because of how they didn't treat their team right. But this one had a twist, man. I thought Gray, I mean, we'll have to go back and quote it, but I thought he was going to be with his team the whole time. Also, by the way, I'm super late on this. Fatal Skeptic, thanks for the stars. Has finally figured it out. Thanks for the stars. Appreciate it. Yeah, tons of different stories in this game. I honestly, maybe Halbs will be effective simply because it's numbers at this point. I don't know where Yellow's going with the Rams. I think Yellow is just very overwhelmed right now. And had gather points set in so many different areas for so many different battles. I feel like the Elite Olbuk and the Trebuchets is all you really need here if you're Gray, and just keep it up. Nice escape from my King Nuke. I like this, respect. I'll be honest, I kind of feel like Orange has gone a little far with the chat. I'm not sure if other people agree. I think he made it a little too personal. I don't know if that was necessarily the intention. It got a little much near the tail end of Teal's life there. I appreciate Nuka not, you know, continuing to up the level of it. But I like to see the respect here between green. This is nice escape from my King Nuka. Thought I had you. I like this stuff. This is good stuff. But what Orange had going for him was long-term. After Teal's eco got nuked, that's what he had going for him. And now here's Yellow. Ooh. We have had a lot of instances where players will lose their king and it will damage the others. That's the benefit of exploding kings. Does Yellow know the king is here? Okay, someone just researched treason, so they know it's there. Orange knows it's there. Treason was researched. it's a war game. We go straight to personal attacks. I disagree. I think you can say things. I don't think it needs to be quite as personal, personally. And it wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen, you know. But he was riling him up, or trying to, anyways. Okay, so Orange goes to the spot that Treason said the king was. Research Treason again, which showed a little area. King is still moving. Who would you want to kill if you're yellow here? I would say the player I would want to kill would be Gray, because Gray turned on me. That would be my approach. Right now, he's still trying to hold on. How many rams does he have? He's got... he has 48 rams! That's a lot of rams! 48 rams with, like, no army support. Well, not no army support, but I just keep seeing these rams show up. I don't know where they're going. But yeah, if you think you're done here, I would try... This is my suggestion. I hope at one point you guys learn this. So, you want to get a fast army in front of your king, and you run that towards where you think the king is, because you want that army to take all the hits before your king. Get your king as deep as possible. The opposite corners, they apparently attract here. Gray and Orange, after everything that's transpired, being on different teams virtually the entire game, they are going to be the final two here. My goodness. This king is going to eject somewhere. I imagine it's not going to make it anywhere near Gray or Orange. This doesn't really seem possible here. Orange and Gray, they made some risky maneuvers here, and the risks have paid off. The king is there, the king has died, and now we'll have the explosion, which will eliminate the majority of the rams that yellow had, and GG. Woo-wee! No, I wish you could put kings in siege towers. That would be pretty funny. Gray says, so just you and me, Orange. We'll wait for the explosion. There it is. Let's look at the stockpiles now. Gold is still kind of an issue for Orange. Honestly, something Angry Hobbit needed to do a long time ago was make another market like here and just delete these. You should be getting more gold per trip here. Maybe a bit of inexperience there. Gray doesn't actually have any gold income, but has 16,500 gold. And now we have... These guys are going to battle. But okay, so in regards to... In Orange's situation, everything that has happened over the last couple players' existences, I guess, has paid off, right? Green obviously had to sacrifice a lot. That helped Teal get killed off. Gray actually did all the work against Yellow. And then Gray also did the work to kill Teal in the first place. So Orange has really benefited from some of the others' work. But if you think about it, like that, everything that Orange did makes sense to further their cause. Now my question is, was it the correct move for Gray to turn on Yellow to further his own cause? What do you guys think about that? This is gonna be a long journey, and it's gonna be tough because they're gonna need forward production buildings to have any chance. Both of them will. I don't know if it was necessarily the best move for Gray, but it wasn't the worst either, because I guess it would depend, right? Like maybe if Orange gets killed off by all three of them, then maybe he is the weak link because he's top scorer or something. You say, duh, he's going to win now? I don't think so. Now is maybe not the proper word. Maybe, like, next week? Japanese Halberdiers against Cav is just all in for... It's all about Japanese. Gray has no trade, right? The Gray is already down 2,000 gold from what we saw last. And Hobbit actually has trade. A wonder would work here, yes. A wonder would work. That would actually be an epic way to end this for either player, but I don't know why people haven't been thinking of wonders recently. If Funky says, do you have gold? And Orange just says yes, which is nice. And he says, didn't need it either. Oh, he didn't need it earlier, I see. Yeah, I think if you go straight Obuk, you have obviously a very good chance. But look at how far away the castles are. So what you'd have is a situation where you would it would take you half a century to get more units. And so even if Halbs are trading inefficiently, and Orange could always make Samurai as well, it's just not going to happen. And it's the same way for Orange. Because if Orange tries to kill Gray, Gray's got too many castles. The winning play here is Wonder. Otherwise, I think we're in for a game that's way too long for me to stay in here and watch. The winning play here is build a Wonder. You think Gray can go champions? I don't think so. Not against Japanese. Not against Japanese player that has trade. Because the Samurai would be perfect move for Orange. And obviously Orange could go for his own champion that attacks faster. Also, shout out to this one green Huskarl that is slowly killing whatever units it finds. But yeah, the reason I enable Wonder Victory is due to the stalematey games, right? The stalematey games happen from time to time, especially because these games go on long, you know. Sometimes there's no wood on the map, things like that. So this is the perfect situation for Wonder Victory. Now that said, it would be like, it would also take time to build the Wonder. But well, I just feel like whoever attacks here is going to have a tough time. Got Paladins here from Nuka. Nice little raid there from Nuka. Some revenge. Here comes Gray. So let's see. We have 10 Trebuchets. And we have 50 Obuk. That's a lot of Obuk. Orange already thinking of a push. So is also making Trebs. Japanese infantry attacks faster, which is very helpful bonus to have here, but the Obuk should be the better unit. Should be significantly better in even numbers, right? But it comes down to, will Angry Hobbit realize I have 1,000 gold? Let's mix in Samurai. Let's mix in Champs. Maybe some Scorpions, whatever, and use it. Let's see. Because, like, okay, the next wave's on the way. The next wave obviously not sent yet. It's not a trickle treb. And if you take out the castles, I start to like your position a bit more, Gray. Let's see. Orange not ready. I like this from Orange, by the way. Forward production is huge. Ooh, don't lose your trebs. Don't lose your trebs. Don't lose your trebs! Oh, boy. Oh, God. Did he misclick Orange's farm there to try and move it to that side? I honestly think he clicked this way and clicked the farm foundation, and the trebs... the trebs went for it. No, he went for the castle. Okay. Okay, so the Obuk are shredding. This is where you need champion if you're Orange. Samurai if you're Orange. Orange only has one castle. Orange has still got 6 trebuchets against him. Orange is sending the champions home from these barracks. Oh, no. I guess maybe he's using the select all barracks hotkey or something. Now, something that Nuka really struggled with when Nuka was, you know, alive and doing well was trebuchets. Really loved to use Scorpions and Onagers against the towers and buildings, and eventually just kind of ran out of steam there. Gray is 12,000 gold banked. Orange has gold income. Have we seen the next wave yet from Gray? Did that get here yet? Are we looking at it? Hey, still quite a few Obuk here. They're shredding, man. They're shredding. The thing that's weird is Gray's not sending anything more forward. Oh my god. Also, this is... Oh, jeez. That's so bad. That's so rough. Still pushing. Still pushing. 50 Obuk. Yeah, okay. So it must be a new group. Because the initial group was 50. Notice how Angry Hobbit is very silent all of a sudden? This is the first time I could say that in a long while. Okay, now we have the Samurai. Oh, I didn't see this from Gray, by the way. I didn't see he had these buildings here. He's still being attacked by the one Paladin from Nuka, but it is weak. That's really smart. Okay, so good to see both players have forward production. Yeah, I think Arbalest would be good for Orange, but it might be a little too late. No, it's definitely not too late. Orange could be making skirms. I guess they're just in queue already, but Arbalest would be good. I understand what you guys were saying earlier, but again, because of the production, regardless of how good the Obooks were originally, Gray is going to lose this fight. And then if Orange ever wants to counterattack, it's going to be the same thing in reverse. And it's just going to flip-floppity, flop. You see what I mean now? Just because of how long it takes. Now, you know, you could say Gray could have maybe, you know, produced a little bit more. Gray is producing from here. So this is Gray's next wave. Not thinking about Obook anymore. But Obook might be needed if we do see those skirmishers there from Angry Hobbit. But I think maybe the difference maker here is, ooh, okay, here you go. The trade, some of the trade's actually going over here and bringing in more gold. I think the difference maker is actually the fact that there's only one castle here and maybe 3 or 4 towers versus, well, I didn't pass 3rd grade, so I can't actually count how much that is. Gray 105s him. This is taking a long time, 105. If you don't know the 105 taunt, it was added with DE. I think it was meant to be used against AIs. To get the AIs to, like, not fight as much. But it turned into probably the most BM taunt that we have in the game. Because it's you can resign again. And, you know, I think normal circumstances, I'd say, guys, let's not use the 105 against each other, right? But I think if anyone deserved to receive a 105 after their chatter, it might be Angry Hobbit. This comes down to whoever remembers the wonder first, right? Yeah, like if Gray remembered a wonder right now, Gray would win because Gray would be fighting offensively and would also have the wonder. I'm told Gray is 60 champs up north. Oh, true. Oh, God. Yikes. That's a little painful. Again, we'll need some siege here if you are Gray. Gray's just building all the buildings, though. Going to take a little bit of time. Does Gray possibly see any of the trade? Okay, so doesn't see that. But does want to build buildings here, so if these villagers eventually make it over there, they'll see the market. Yeah, like, throughout all this time, though, it gives the opportunity for Orange to add more. And you have 103 eco for Orange, and you have 100 military, which is actually a pretty good balance. Why? Oh, the gold count's going up. Wait a second. Ooh. Oh, that's huge. That's huge. So he can see that. Trying to remember, was Orange allied with? No, that's huge. Okay, all right. Yeah, Funky's got it now, I think. How about we just end this in a fun way? Honestly, I have somewhere to be tonight. I have things to do, but I don't want to see it end in a fun way. Because if you wanted to end it in a fun way, I think you could have ended this in a fun way before you started to get pushed. Right? Gray says, compare gold in bank and call it. Yeah, and okay. This is fair. I like this. Instead of like a Treb War. That's a funny way to do it. That's a new one, too. I'm at 1K, and then Funky's at 7707, yeah. And I think Orange is going to call it here. Did not expect it to get here. Orange is going to tap out. The Angry Hobbit. I think first community game ever. I'm not sure about Funky, but I haven't seen Funky around too much over the years. And Angry Hobbit says, sorry, viewers. No, I think you spice it up for us here. And Angry Hobbit could detonate the king, but of course there's going to be no explosion. Once the king's deleted, sorry, there will be no explosion. He's going to sacrifice the kill to Gray. If you credit that to Gray, Gray had 3 kills in this game. Gray killed Teal, his teammate. Gray killed Yellow, his teammate, and then eventually finished off Orange and was top dog. I had a lot of twists, man. I think the play of the game, well, there was a couple plays that were the most notable in this one, and I'm really thankful we did Exploding Kings, by the way, because without Exploding Kings, imagine how long it could have gone. First one was obviously Dale. Dale was being used, to put it lightly. I don't think that they really wanted to include Dale in the cool club. In the long term, Bring Me Biscuits immediately snitches, as we all know, and went in for the snipe there. Forming a little bit of a reputation there, Biscuits. And Dale said, I know how to deal with that. And it was really sneaky, too. Ran all the way to the edge of the map. Had to pass Green, who also didn't really care for him. And made it in there and was able to kill Biscuits. Once Biscuits was out, it became a very tough task for Green and for Orange. And they kind of tried a similar thing. They contacted Purple and said, yo, Purple, help us out here. And then guess what? Purple tried, failed, and then died. So they didn't have that player as an ally either. But what I didn't expect was I did not expect Green to be able to somehow get his king through the water, past the enemy gates, and into Nuka's base. I did not expect Nuka to be able to survive that and then almost kill Orange near the end with the explosion. It was a good game. But yeah, I mean, is that 2 or 3 times? I think since I made the whole snitching comment and that song, that tune came out, I think it's only been 2 times that Biscuits has like really gone for the early backstab. But, you know, something to think about. I don't know if Biscuits is still here or anything. If you had to guess who had the most kills in this game, who would you guys guess? I could guess who has the most deaths pretty easily. That has to be Paul. Not necessarily his own fault. It's just how the game developed. Some of the other civs were tricky, and then being goths, spamming endless infantry is probably going to lead to most deaths. I would say most kills, probably Nuka. Let's see. Nice. Yeah, we were spot on there. Nuka, barely, but Nuka had 2,900 kills. Gray had 2,400. And it was a sad day for Halps. A sad day for Halps and Huskarls. There you had 3,254 units lost. Economically, I'm always curious to look at this. I guess Gray did quite well. Oh, this is resources received, excuse me. Yeah, trade profit. Nuka had a lot of trade profit, but Nuka was also making primarily gold units. Paladins and Siege. And occasionally Wood Raider. I don't recall a single trash unit being made, so it makes sense that that gold bank would eventually run dry. Again, I think Nuka would have killed Angry Hobbit quite easily had Paul not nuked Nuka's base. Maybe Nuka needs to change his name, you know, remove the rigged, and that wouldn't happen. Or remove the Nuka, because then nukes won't be attracted to your base. That was great. That was really good stuff. And then I guess the final thing to look at, which everyone's always curious about, is how many wonders were there? There were 0 wonders. Players opposite corners of map. Resources to maybe consider it. I guess Gray got the win anyways. I think what I would have done if I were Gray, I would have got a little sassy. I would have dropped the wonder and said, now what? Or even if you want to take it next level, maybe this is too much. Drop the wonder and say, hey, BRB, I'm going to walk my dog. Because is there a world where Orange could have ever done anything about it? If you drop the wonder in the corner and you have, what was it, like 10,000 gold at that time? I don't think, I mean, obviously you queue up your castles. Don't be stupid. Queue up your castles with Obuk. There's nothing Orange could do. Like, yeah, I'm going to go. I'll be back in like however long this takes. You have fun or resign, you know, either one. That works for me. Funky says I did walk my dog mid-game. Wait. Really? When? What point? Can you tell us what was happening? How? Are you kidding? Or did this actually happen? Because this is very important. And be honest here, okay? Be honest, just like I say, I'm honest when I say it's not rigged. Oh, check the APM graph. Oh, no, I shouldn't have said that. Yes, during green battles. All right, let's see. Were you still playing? Did you take your laptop outside with you? I don't know about this. 11-month-old puppy, he wouldn't stop crying. Okay, it all sounds very real. Maybe I'm just imagining this guy walking down the sidewalk with a laptop in his hand and then a dog in the other. Or no, he technically could use 2 hands and just like wrap the dog leash around your wrist. I don't know. Oh, it's 11-week-old puppy. Oh, that's cute. I think I see the picture there in your profile too. Anyways, GG's. GG's fun stuff. I had a good time.